Hey everyone, I am here today with Roh Habibi and we are at the Inman Luxury Connect event here in Beverly Hills, right off of Rodeo Drive. Super amazing, all of the top brokers are here. Gives us a chance to mingle and network. I always like to say increase our marketing footprint, right? It's all about who we connect with. But most importantly, will you tell us a little bit about how long you've been in the business, where you sell?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Roh Habibi. I've been in the business for about 6.5 years now, and I work at Golden Gate Sothebys International Realty, and that's in the San Francisco Bay Area, Silicon Valley landscape, and wine country, which is like Napa and Sonoma and stuff like that.
And how long have you been selling real estate?
About 6.5 years now.
Okay, got it. And recently just joined to our family at Sotheby's International Realty, which we couldn't be more excited.
It's been about a month and a half now, and I'm like, oh, I'm over the moon right now. So.
Well, I loved the video that you did. That was amazing. I think you said you actually got complimented or congratulated, I think you
Congratulated,
said.
yeah.
Congratulated by coming to Sotheby's,
which doesn't happen often to a realtor, right?
Not really, but what was the most exciting part that got you to Sotheby's?
You know, this is something that I've been thinking about for quite some time. Really, a lot of thought went into the process of, you know, where is my career going? What is the natural next progression after all these years and closed transactions and volume and learning and experience? Like, you know, where do I see myself going next and really building a brand there for a very long time? I see Sotheby's International Realty being the height of real estate. I think the highest you could possibly get.
The best of the best.
I know that, you know, this is perfectly in alignment with my brand, with what I want to do, who I want to serve, and where I want to take this to over the next 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years. So it's a great alignment for me. It's a great brand for me. And, you know, in the month and a half that I've been here, it's been lots of smiles and open arms, and everyone is extremely kind and easygoing and happy to share thoughts and ideas and value proposition and just everything that they're using for the brand. And we're all in different markets, so it's amazing. It's been really cool. I just got back from Madison, New Jersey, which is the Realty headquarters, and that's where we filmed that video that you were talking about, and I got to meet the CEO and CMO and CFO and just everyone, the whole entire team that runs this great company. And
they are amazing. I agree. I've got my 10-year anniversary coming up. Yes, in February. The brand it's actually it's the only real estate company I've ever worked for. Came from the finance background. Wow. Yes, and I truly attribute all of my success to the brand. I would always say the brand will get you the appointment. You still need to close.
There you go. That's exactly what it is, right?
You will take your phone call.
That's what somebody else told me too. You got to get your foot in the door, and then you as an individual and your skills, that's what will actually get the job done or signed, whatever you want to call it. But you need to get your foot in the door, and anything that could help you as a realtor get your foot in the door in such a competitive landscape is good. It's for you. It's for your own betterment. But what I will say is that's compliments to you. Starting at a company like Sotheby's International Realty from the get-go, I mean, that's big. That's because it's not necessarily a company that you start with. It's a company that you aspire towards. And like when you're rocking and you need to break the plateau to get to your next level, like that's why I came to the company. But that's amazing that you started there and you've been there for 10 years.
And I'm not going anywhere. Now, you were on Bravo's show $1 Million Listing San Francisco, which I love. How has having been on that show helped your career or changed your career?
It has helped absolutely with notoriety. So as a real estate agent, I mean, you know, the main thing that you want to do is let other people know that you're in the business, you're in the industry, this is what you do for a living. You help buyers and sellers achieve their real estate dreams. And what that show did for me personally was, you know, now when I enter a room, anyone who potentially watched the show or knows about the show, they know that, hey, that guy's a realtor. And that's one less conversation of me need to break down barriers and explain to them who I am and what I do and my own personal value proposition and stuff like that. So, you know, that's definitely helped with...
And they did something unique because they cast completely different, you guys didn't even know each other, and they cast from different areas.
Yeah, so it was interesting. As far as the 3 that they had on the show, they did a good job of putting together 3 people that they knew were, definitely going to be at each other's throats.
Right.
But it at the same time, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes of all that stuff on how they pick people or whatever. But I think they did a good job with, actually getting the show running.
Yeah.
If it was my choice, I would have picked different people that I thought would have been a little bit better for likability and for the show to continue, because they only did 1 season. But I think those are contributing factors on.
You're a TV star. I'm sure there's something else coming up.
I just think it would have continued. We would have been on season 3 right now, actually, if they would have done a pretty good job with the casting and all that stuff. But I don't know.
Well, similar story to Ryan Serhant, right? He was a brand new agent. Have you read his book yet?
No, I haven't.
Highly recommend. It is great. And in fact, I was going to ask you, but I should probably wait and let you read the book about your philosophy of. And I guess I can ask you, but in the book he talks about, he's all about having all these balls in the air, and then there's a philosophy of focusing on the one thing. And are you kind of the laser focused guy, or do you tend to have a lot of balls in the air as he does?
So what I will say is this: my mind is going in, there's long-term trajectory on the macro. Yes, we have a very focused long-term goal, right?
Right.
But in the micro, on the day-to-day, I have a lot going on up here. And so we're in the San Francisco Bay Area, right? So it's the Silicon Valley landscape of very entrepreneurial, heavy, very, very bright individuals, people that are solving the biggest problems in the world. So I pull a lot of my energy from what are they doing, right? Like, I'm solving problems for transitionary periods for people's lives that are trying to buy or sell real estate, okay?
Yeah.
So that's a big problem, but I get motivated by like what other people are doing. I'm a big modeler. Okay. Like, my whole business has been based on modeling, and I'll explain to you what that is. So say, for example, as a realtor, right? When I first started 6.5 years ago, I said, okay, who are the people that I admire, that I want to be like, the businesses that I want to emulate, the lifestyle that I want to live? And I just started finding all these people that I was like really, really attracted to, right? Mm-hmm. Dress like this person, start talking like this person, start negotiating like this person. So I modeled and made this Roh that was doing all of the best things from all these other people, right?
Yeah.
Learning from their mistakes, so I don't have to make them, but taking all of the positive attributes and copying them, right? So that's done very well for me, but the biggest drawback of that was this, and I just realized this 6, 8, 9 months ago, okay? So what happened was this: I've been modeling single individuals that are jet setting across the globe, meeting these amazing clients, doing business with them domestically, but I'm married, I have 2 young children,
right? And
that model is completely anti of my lifestyle. It does not work for my lifestyle whatsoever. And I'm like thinking about, why am I upset sometimes? Why is this not going the way that I want it to go? And I'm like, hold on a second. you live a completely different life, bro. You're living a married with children life, and being, a top realtor. So now I changed my focus, I think maybe about 9 months ago, and I started modeling people that are married with kids, that are doing phenomenal numbers. And and
your wife's probably a lot happier now too, right?
She was always happy, but it was just a matter of like, I needed to change my mindset on what I was doing, because if I would have kept on going that route, I mean, that's not sustainable over the next 5, 10, 15 years of getting to my end goal, right? So you have to be careful about that stuff. But what I would say is modeling is a very good thing.
I agree.
It doesn't matter what stage of your business you're in, right? There's some people that may be very good within the social media stuff. Okay, take what they're doing, that's good. Copy it.
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of social media though,
tell
me, what is your most effective platform?
When you say effective, what do you mean by that? Like, where do I have
where you see where you see the
conversion?
most conversion, most effective for your business?
None of them.
Really?
Yeah, none of them.
Then do you post yourself?
I run my whole social media myself, but so what I would say is this. My personal level is not there. I'm not like at a, like, so some of my colleagues that are on the $1 Million Listing Show in both LA and New York, I'm sure with, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers on all these different platforms, their conversion rates actually make sense and it's great, right? But I think I'm anywhere between 50 to 70,000 followers on the different social media outlets, and it's not quite, the conversion is not there.
Okay, I know what you're saying. It's more for branding more than anything.
You're doing a lot of work. It's a lot of awareness. There's a lot of education. It's really fun. But then again, at the same time, it's not people banging down my doors on the DM saying, "Hey, Roh, I saw this incredible video you just did for this property. Come and sell my house." It's not really like that. And like, you know, the guy from Russia is not calling me from Moscow saying, "Hey, I need you to represent me in San Francisco." Right. So those stories are, I don't know, they may be few and far between, or there'll be many, but I'm not there yet. But I use all of them often, and what I'm doing right now is like a rapid analyzation of what do we need to change? How do we begin to convert more? How do we make these platforms that we're spending time and effort on work for us? Instead of just gaining a like or a follower with that stuff's vanity.
And it takes so much time. I know. It's got to be effective.
It's more about, if we're spending time and effort on anything, there needs to be an ROI, right? Return on investment. So what I'm trying to do now is figure out how to make social media, my personal website, everything that we're doing within the sphere, like, return.
Okay, and speaking of your website, where could they go to find more info about you?
Very easy, www.rohhabibi.com. Google me.
I guess that's the...
Google me. Google me, baby. So there's a lot of easy ways to find me on Google, and
Okay, and where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, I think we're going to be in a very, very different situation.
Still selling real estate?
Yeah, no, we'll still be selling real estate. It's going to be on a different volume level. It's going to be in a different capacity. The team is going to be a lot larger. We're going to be serving different areas. So there's a lot of big aspirations that we have for within the real estate, you know, realm and stuff like that. But I think the next 10 years is going to be a true testament to my leadership skills, to you know, how to make a dream become a reality with what we're trying to do and the big aspirations that we have. And
get a book in there, I think, maybe in the next 10 years.
So there's talks about that right now, so that's funny. So it's exciting. It's all exciting. It's very nerve-wracking and scary at the same time, though, because, you know, we're beginning literally the beginning of a cycle that's going to be going for the next, you know, easily, let's just say, for example, 7 years, and we don't know what the hell's going to happen, right? So
San Francisco is still doing pretty good, though, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the San Francisco Bay Area market, it's great, but you never know what could happen, right? This year has every 5 years, I don't know if you know this or not, every 5 years there's a 87%, I don't want to call it a fail rate, but it's kind of like a leave the business rate, right? 87% of the people every 5 years, right? So maybe I'm not even here in 5 years, I don't know.
I think you will be, because you're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones. So do you have a favorite quote or mantra that you...
So I'll tell you, so it's kind of what you were talking about the book, right? So name of the book, the title is going to be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Nice, I like that.
And the background of that is, look, life happens, right? And sometimes life happens positively in your favor, right? But guess what? You're not ready.
That's true.
And then that whole opportunity and everything about it falls flat, it fails, because you as an individual, mentally, physically, business-wise, whatever, were not ready for the opportunity that came. You possibly were not ready and you didn't even see it. But it was like right in front of your eyes, right? So the whole concept, mantra of life and everything about it now, after so many mistakes.
That's how you learn, though. That is exactly it.
Be ready so you don't have to get ready.
I love it. I love it. Well, I couldn't be more honored. I follow you. I'm inspired by you.
This is amazing.
And if you haven't yet, head over to Roh's channel, subscribe, because he's got a really cool vlog that he's doing. You can.
We just started the vlog. I think we're like 6 episodes in or something, but Yeah, show some support, show some love, leave some comments, let us know how we can get better.
Yes, please. So yes, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao for now.
Bye, guys.
So we've got to go. We've got to head downstairs. Sotheby's International Realty is sponsoring our event tonight. It's the Post Inman. It's going to be really, really fun. Lots of great people. So we'll see you soon.